A great day. We are back with you about our awesome online Skills Academy. I am the director of Skills Academy, Julia Bally, with us, our fabulous CEO, Dr. Tracy V. Allen. And so today, we've been talking probably like all month, right? T, we've been talking all month, sharing information with you from last month. Sorry, sharing information with you about our online school, Skills Academy, and it's going across your screen, skillsacademy.org. And today's topic is going to be the tech of it all. So, we're going to be talking about the technology and the platforms that we are using. Remember, the amazing qualities that we have for our school is that we are individualized. So, we provide the assessments and we work with your child and we meet them where they are individually. So, in order to be able to do this, we got to be able to have the technology to make it happen. And when we create and we do this assessment piece, and we shared with you that day-to-day experience that they're going to have, we talked about the block scheduling, we talked a little bit about the curriculum. And so what does this look like on the technology aspect of it? We have professional learning platforms, and we made sure that these platforms are aligned to give your child the best learning experience possible and to give them the individualized learning experience that we talk about so much, because we're meeting them where they're at. We're creating this individualized plan. We're making sure also that we want to be able to improve if they have gaps, and we want to advance them if that's what they are ready to do. And so we understand that not every single child learns the same. No cookie cutter model. As we said, as we mentioned to you before, we're coming with you with over 50 years of combined experience. And so we made sure that we found the platforms that are going to engage your child, meet your child where they at, fill in the gaps if needed, and advance them if that's where they're going. Every single one of the platforms that we are using are Google Classroom integrated. So what does that mean? Parents, you have access. You will have access to being able to see your child's day-to-day learning experience, moment-to-moment learning experience in every single classroom learning experience that they're having. You have access to this. There's as I said, comprehensive assessment, individualized learning, curriculum that is tailored for them, and remember our choice curriculum. This is all happening online, and you get to support them by being able to have access, check out where they are, their progress, and you get to you can send us messages, share what you're seeing on your end, because again, this is the village that's educating, learning together. Is there anything that you want to share from your expert lens, T, on tech? This is your technology is her baby. Look, all of this technology stuff, I love the curriculum. I am all about the individualized learning. But when it comes to the technology, the creation of the technology, using technology, making sure that we have the appropriate technology to really be able to support your child. This was a deep dive research for Tracy to make sure that this definitely does everything that we know that it should do and that your child needs it to do.
Right. And thank you. And we're always researching and adding new things because we know technology isn't perfect either. But along the lines of individualized learning for your child, no matter where they are, because we want to meet them where they are, even our assessments reflect that, right? The type of assessments that we have. We have standard test based. We know a lot of people have test anxiety. We have gamification, we have project based learning. So we are really well rounded in that area, so that your child doesn't have to freak out about taking a test if testing in a certain manner is their problem. So The technology that we're going to be using adapts to all of that, again, because our main focus is making sure that we meet your child where they are, and we are not adding to the stress and that they have over school, right? That's why this is virtual. That's why this is an alternative form of school. And again, I want to reiterate from the last time, even though we are a mixed media school, meaning that we do have the in person, right? So part of their teaching is going to be a live instructor for first 30 minutes of their block, and then the second 60 minutes is going to be digital, right, where they're independently learning. That does not prevent you from enrolling your child in the school, because those individualized instructions with the instructor are going to be recorded, so your child has the opportunity to go back and look at it and then go ahead and do their classes if that's something that you want to do. If you don't want them to participate in the actual instruction from a live instructor, go through that process, they can just do the online component of it. So we're very flexible in that way. And the technology that we're using allows us to be able to, again, meet your child where your child is at the time. So, um, and then we want to talk about choice, but I think that needs to be a complete discussion by itself. We don't want to
I
mix
agree
that
with
in,
you totally.
because
Yes.
choice is something all on its own that we want to talk about. It needs its own platform, right?
There you go.
Because
Yes.
it
And so does our
yeah,
next
it
topic,
really,
because our next
yeah.
topic is just going to be also about like the family advantage. So
Oh yes,
it's,
that
yes, so
definitely
that's going to be
needs its own
tomorrow's
platform.
topic. Tomorrow's topic is
Yeah.
the family advantage.
So
But on that line, just a little bit about that is there's this sometimes this anxiety around using the technology, and parents may or may
yeah, I
not
was just
know
gonna talk about
how to
that.
use the technology.
We're gonna teach you.
And
Yeah, so you
so
don't have to have anxiety around that, because we definitely will have um tutorials, I guess, around how to use the technology. We want you to ask us questions. We don't want you to be shy about it. We're not snobby like, well, I know how to use that and you don't. It's like, why don't you know how to use it? No, we're not like that. So we're definitely going to make sure that you feel as comfortable as possible with the technology, so that you can feel like you have um, autonomy over your child's learning as well, because we want to really make sure that you are as involved in your child's education as humanly possible, as much as you want to be, because that is, like I said before, that really helps your child to progress further. And we are a family oriented school, so we do have things for the entire family as well. If you want to get ahead, as a parent, we do have services that we provide for you, some free, some paid. And so the technology will work into that too. So you do need to know how to use the technology to be as successful as possible.
And so, yes. And so, with that being said, if there are any questions, feel free to make sure that you are reaching out to us to ask all and any question that you have around anything, not just the technology, but the full learning experience. And so, with that
Yes.
being said, also understand that there's not going to be just one method or one specific tech that we're utilizing. So, we're not going deep into the weeds of which technology and which platforms and exactly
Yeah.
how it works, because that is something when you onboard, because your child will have different experiences, that will depend on the platforms that they engage with and the tech experiences that they have. All of it, like we said, is individualized, and that includes also the digital learning experience as well.
Absolutely. And again, I want to remind you that if you are not interested in completely homeschooling your child because you work and you don't have anybody to be at home to help you with that homeschooling process, we also do have a very robust after school program. Okay. Um, all the tutorials that you think your child needs in order to progress in their public or private school where they go in person, we can help you with math, science, social studies, reading, writing, SATs, ACTs, um, pre-SATs, you name it, we are able to provide that for you in our after school program. And also in our after school program, we have nano courses as well, where if your child is interested in like sewing or they're interested in cooking or whatever, they can do that. If you're a homeschooler and you're just looking for the elective courses, again, in our choice program, so you definitely want to listen to that, you can come in and just purchase a choice program for your child. So we have a lot of different ways in which you can engage with the school and the curriculum and the technology and the people and have your child get a holistic approach to education. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
join
that's
us tomorrow when we share a little bit of behind the scenes of the family advantage of being a part of the learning community that we are providing at Skills Academy.
all right. Till next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.